Now back to Steiny and Guru. Take it away, Steiny.
All righty, crossover time, which means we're sponsored by Bay Alarm. Rest easy. We've got you covered, bayalarm.com. Let's welcome in Mark Willard and Dan Dibley. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
Hey, this is fun to see you here. Look at you on the little screen. Look at y'all.
Look at you. How you feeling, Mark? And before you go, Dibs, thank you for filling in for me, man.
No, of course. I mean, I did more radio than I thought I would do. That's all. I mean,
more than last year, for sure, right?
For sure. I thought it'd be like a half a segment, like, 2 sentences, and then, here he comes. But good on you, Goo.
Guru came out sinking jumpers.
Yep.
How pathetic are we? Dibs and I both just sat down to do our show on a Monday the same way we always do. And we're both looking at each other. We're like, we're kind of tired.
Yeah, exhausted.
My God. Like, Dibs has already done an hour of radio. My left hamstring's barking at me. I'm like, oh, my God. And now we're going to do 4 hours, but we will soldier on for the people.
Well, my partner's telling me I kind of shortchanged him. I was gone a little bit. So he brought that to my attention that, I worked a full day, Goo. You have not. But, that's my guy.
Yeah, but you worked up a bare-armed sweat, Goo.
Yeah.
And your partner has not done that. So good on you. You hit some clutch jumpers. Everybody always makes you go first. That's a very, very big stage, and you handled it.
Yeah,
you
I
handled
appreciate
it,
it.
and more importantly, you knocked out the champ. You did it.
I feel better.
Period.
You did that, yeah.
You did. That's all that today was about, and you did that.
You know what? I'm feeling better.
There you go.
It's exciting.
You did that.
I called him Buster Douglas, when Buster took out Tyson, nobody saw that coming, and nobody saw Guru taking out Grandy. And, we were not in Japan. We were at Chase, but, equally fulfilling.
Well, and I think, the important thing for Grandy is I'm waiting for his post-game interview and to see if he handles the loss like Gino Auriemma handled his.
That was horrible.
Because I got to believe that Grandy needs his 10-minute cooling off period after that one.
There's no question, and we will bring little sprinkles of that post-game interview throughout the afternoon because Grandy is sitting right here with us, and he seems so far handling it well, but he hasn't had to make any public statements yet, and that's sometimes when things can get ramped up. I want to ask you this, though. I don't know what, I feel like this occurs to us every year, but I need a fresh answer every year. Steiny, you were a hell of a ball player. Why are you not in this?
What a question. I'm looking at him.
You know why.
No, I do.
Yeah.
You're better than us?
Yeah.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. That's a good answer.
I mean,
it's a good answer.
There's nothing good that could come of it.
Right.
Put it that way.
Exactly.
But you love ball and you shoot in your backyard.
Not like that. Not against Phil from Fremont.
Dude, stop. Hey, Dibs, we got a rat on the table, Will. His surgically repaired hip is barking, giving him. I'm worried about him, and maybe that's why I didn't play. But Dibs, you're the resident doctor. Talk to your guy. I'm worried about him.
It's a problem, but he needs to go to an actual doctor and get imaging and all the rest of it. But you get older, and it comes down to stretching and all the other things, and you have to strengthen the muscles all around whatever your issue is, and so. That's where I am, too.
Do you guys, honestly, Dibs, I love that. Do you guys stretch for golf? Do you, Steiny, or do you just go out there like I used to do at the gym?
No, I mean, you take a couple swings and you touch toes a couple times.
Yeah, you golf
5
stretch.
minutes.
Golf stretch, okay,
It's not like a workout stretch, but it's a golf stretch.
Yeah.
No, it's, I mean, you stretch. You can stretch a little. Speaking of stretching, go ahead.
No, man.
I was going to say, speaking of stretching, when are they going to stretch out Steph's minutes to about 30?
How incredible was that, guys? When I say Michael Jackson, I mean, come on, Goo, but that was Michael Jackson-esque. What were your thoughts? The dude's been gone 2 months.
My first thought, I'm sitting there watching the end of that game, me and the lovely Christy, and the game ends and he misses the shot, and I'm going to feel the same thing I know all of you did. It's kind of like, that would have been just otherworldly if it had gone in. But the fact that it didn't was fine.
Yes.
It was like, it doesn't matter.
That was mine.
And I looked right at her and I go, there is no salary big enough.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Like, for one person to literally be the difference between that and what we've been watching for the last 2 months. If the league would allow it, he'd go in there and triple his salary, and Joe Lacob would say,
"Wow,
here's a pen." He's everything for this organization.
Yeah, and that's the best thing right now about the organization, and kind of it's the worst thing that he's still by far that player on this team. I mean, ideally he would be the player he is, and he would have more help, and maybe it'll be on the way this off season. But yeah, I mean, it was for him to miss over 2 months, and then play 4 minutes before he gets back in. It's like first 4 minutes we're like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it was 22 minutes of Steph Curry. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hey, how long does it take to knock the rust off? About 3.5 minutes.
Wow.
That's what it seemed like to me.
He's, and I mean this in a good way, forget recent news events. He's the Tiger Woods of the Golden State Warriors, and I think that's what you mean, Steiny, about like it's the greatest thing and it's also the worst thing. It's like the PGA Tour still does not have a new marketability aspect. Like Tiger Woods is still their most interesting man in the world as far as the PGA Tour is concerned, and he barely even plays golf anymore. Steph is still playing at an incredibly high level, but that's kind of what the thought that went through my head was, it's so wonderful to see him do that, but then... yeah, like he's 38 and he's talking about a new normal and everything still revolves around him.
What do you think he means by new normal?
I'm a little concerned about it.
Oh.
A little concerned about it. I think that when I heard him say that, because I think y'all hope, he just woke up and the injury is gone.
No, it's not,
and
Will.
the injury's not gone.
No, and he said it won't be either.
Right,
I'm sorry.
Right. So, maybe the new normal is he probably has a very new process by which he has to, go about doing this. And also, it may well mean that he is having realizations about, what kind of a schedule could he run next year?
Wow.
Yeah. That's what it seems like to me, too. Yeah. And maybe what he's saying is... that periodically over the course of a year he may have to address it, whether that's rest or not playing or whatever. But man, I just he shoots from so far out,
man,
and it's in a game situation.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And they know it.
He's not taking warm-up shots. He's taking game shots after not playing, and he's still figuring out a way to create space and make some of these shots that he continues to make.
He's amazing, and just the way you guys laid that out, it made me think about, like, what other player is that for their team? Like, Shohei with the Dodgers, maybe, and then, like, Mahomes with the Chiefs.
Yes, good call.
Who else? Like, who else would be, like, not only this important, but this
Do I say
iconic?
Judge with the Yankees, Dibs? Does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah.
I mean, who else, though?
I would actually, I wouldn't include Judge. And what you mentioned, Mahomes. Who else?
And Shohei.
Except for the Dodgers still really good without Shohei.
Right.
But why not Judge, though, Will? He got him to the series.
Sure, but I would say that the Yankees can still be a viable baseball team. Like from a star power standpoint, I agree with you.
Okay.
But what I'm talking about, Mahomes, Steph, I don't really know what else. They leave, organization over.
Right.
Over.
So we can go Wemby then with the Spurs?
Probably.
Okay.
Although I love their roster.
I mean, they got to know who does it.
I love their roster.
You love Stephon Castle.
And Dylan Harper and other pieces that are going on there.
I do want to throw a curve at you two and Steiny because we kind of out of nowhere started the show with this. I do want to talk Giants because there's a lot, but I want to talk about Friday night, and I think it's rightfully so. And I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to because we had Pods on, and Willard, you asked him a question, point blank range, and he answered it, manned up and answered it. But what did you guys make Pods at a local ball game, the Giant game, Friday, and getting booed?
I think it's it's stupid. It's beyond stupid. Like,
wow.
What are fans doing? Like, are you not watching who this guy is? Are you not watching what he is? Because if he was the number 1 overall pick, fine. He's not playing to that level, but he was picked number 19. He plays every game, and he plays pretty darn well. Like, he doesn't hurt you. He leads to winning. And just because he thought that maybe he wanted to be better than Steph Curry, whatever. And Steiny and I did this when you were actually not getting knocked out, which was a shocker. But, like, when I was a kid, when I was his age, I wanted to be Howard Cosell. I wanted to be Bob Costas, Al Michaels. Like, that's what I wanted. But there was no Twitter. There was no public forum for me to, like, be embarrassed if I wasn't that. So I think fans are, like, holding that against him more than they should.
He shouldn't have said it the way he said it. At the same time, what I hate is that we cannot rewind and actually get the facts from this. He didn't say it the way people are saying he said it.
Yeah.
And so we've arrived now. This is my hope. My hope is that this behavior is getting so absurd that he is now going to start becoming a sympathetic figure.
Okay.
And I am listening to Kaleni Azubuike come to his defense. I am seeing Chris Mullin go and wax poetic to his defense. And he is now becoming a sympathetic figure because this has gone beyond too far. And it's another example of the way that we all process things now, whether it's basketball or anything else in our world. It is emotion over facts over and over and over again, and nobody even cares when they're caught and stopped with the facts. Nobody wants to hear them anymore. This is one of the most disrespectful things I have ever seen a fan base do to a homegrown player.
Man.
It is patently absurd, and it doesn't matter if you like Brandin or not, or his game or the mistakes he makes or whatever. This is just, it's absurd. Totally absurd.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1 San Francisco, and Odyssey Sports Station, and the home of the Golden State Warriors and Valkyries, always live on the free Odyssey app, coming to you live from the Laughing Monk Studios. Laughing Monk, righteously brewed in San Francisco. And, you know, my thought right now as it relates to pods, and here's the part of it that's sad. I'll bet you after I say what I'm going to say, people will be like, good. But the reality of the situation is, if I were Brandin Podziemski and this is the way it had gone for 3 years, like, why would he want to sign here? You know, I get it. It's the Warriors and they can offer him the most money, but, you know, I'd also want to be in a comfortable situation if I'm Brandin Podziemski, and I can't be going into my home arena night after night not getting any kind of support. And so I just kind of wonder if this could get to Pods to the point where he's not as, into staying a Golden State Warriors. But then similarly on the other side does it ever reach a point where Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob have to take it into consideration, the fact that the fan base is down on this guy, knowing that they want him to be part of the future? So how's that going to work out?
They sure shouldn't.
Yeah,
they sure
and
should.
You would have rabbit ears if you did that, right?
Well,
like you better be worried about what he's doing for you on the court, and they are. But Willard, Dibs, you're human, and we're all three of us are older than Pods. But let's put it right on the table. Brought to you by Echo Pest Control. If you were at that game to get away from your game on a Friday, have some fun. Who knows? You're there with family, a friend, what have you. That would bother me on my way home the next day. That blood, sweat, and tears I'm giving to this organization. I wasn't a top pick, and I'm outperforming my pick. But, man, Dibs, Willard, how would you feel had those boos been directed to you, honestly?
I mean, he's a human being. So, I heard Kalena say to you guys, that's the fans. And it's like, yeah, that's the fans. Like, that would hurt.
Yeah.
It would hurt. Now, here's something. What do you guys think about this? And this will really hurt all of the Pods boo people. I think that the more you treat him like this, you increase the likelihood of him getting extended this summer.
Well, wow. I already thought that was imminent, but I get you.
I'll tell you what, 2 reasons. One, he's playing well consistently right now. Yeah. He's playing like someone you want to keep on your team. And to your point, Steiny, if I'm the Warriors and I really want him on the team, I don't want him to get to free agency. I don't want him to get to free agency where he's going to have options because he might not want to be here anymore. But I guarantee you he'll sign it this summer because nobody passes up bajillions of dollars.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that and I wonder what the Warriors' strategy is with Pods. Do they want to kind of wait like they did with Kuminga, or do they want to go ahead and do it like they did with Poole? I think we found out that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't ensure that you're going to be a Warrior for life because they did it two different ways, and neither guy's here right now.
Here I go, guys. All three of you. Can you remember a Warrior player since you've been watching the Warriors get this type of treatment? I cannot.
Dunleavy.
I don't.
The GM.
Yep.
But that
was different though.
Yeah, because
right,
he was. But I get it wasn't right. But I understand he didn't live up to that bill. But this kid was not supposed to be Steph Curry. So I'm just wondering, what are y'all not watching? And that's why, real quick, when we were with him, I asked him about the. And I'm watching it, and I watch it after the game. These other guys on the other team, I'm like, let me see how they treat Pods. Not that I could really get the whole scoop, but I look, and then I'm like, oh, that's respect. Dude's giving them the bro hug, like, white boy, you balling. I'm going, Grandpa, Daddy, you always bad. But that's what I get. But the fan base is not looking at him through that spectrum like he's bringing something to the table.
And I think the fan base is also still looking at it like Kuminga versus Pods. And
I think that's it.
While you were down there making free throws, which shocked me, and it was distracting me. But Steiny and I talked about that, the whole Kuminga Pods thing, which it shouldn't be a thing. But if you're a Kuminga fan or a Kuminga stan, you look at this and you go, well, I mean, Pods makes mistakes and he gets to keep playing.
And there it is.
Kuminga makes mistakes and he gets pulled and he gets DNPs.
They all make mistakes.
Right.
They all make mistakes.
But Pods lets to play.
You're 100% right. Like that, the only difference. I mean, Steiny, I thought of Dunleavy too, but that was a basketball thing.
Yes.
Well,
I wonder if people are willing to admit that. This is not a basketball thing. This is an emotion thing. This is a Steve Kerr thing. It's a Kuminga thing. For some people, it's a race thing. For some people, it's a haircut thing. I've heard it all. None of it is ever about facts and ball.
Yeah, it's personal.
Yep.
I mean, the one thing with Dunleavy, I do think some of it had to do with his demeanor. He just did not show any emotion, and it came off as him being passionless. And I think, just trying to make a comparison between the two, Dunleavy was drafted third, and everybody thought he should be better. They wanted him to be better. You thought the third pick should be better. And Mike just always played his game and never got caught up in that, and people got frustrated because they didn't think he cared enough. Pods, to me, is people think he thinks he's better than he is. And, they probably wish he'd have a little more Mike Dunleavy as a player in him, which is, a little less volatility, a little more I remember when Don Nelson called Dunleavy a blend player. I guess it was the previous, what they used to call a connector back in the day. But I think that has something to do with it, too.
No.
And also, if you want to go back to that draft, and I'm looking at it now, the 0-2 draft, it goes Yao Ming, Jay Williams, who got hurt in that motorcycle crash, and then Dunleavy Jr. There was nobody else, really. Amari Stoudemire goes 9. Caron Butler goes 10. That might be the worst draft ever.
Yeah, and keep in mind, and
Hall of Famer, Stoudemire. Yeah.
This had happened to the Warriors a lot back then. They were so bad and so fragile that anytime a player like Amari Stoudemire was there, they just couldn't take him because it was just too big of a risk. I mean, the Golden State Warriors took Donald Foyle right ahead of Tracy McGrady, and that had to do with P.J. Carlissimo coming to the Warriors and not wanting a high school kid to coach again like he did with Jermaine O'Neal. And they took a Donald Foyle. But sometimes when you're really down and out, and you gotta try to get a player, you tend to shy away from the high school kids.
You know who else thinks that they're better than they are?
Everybody?
85% of the league.
That helps. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like every now and again, you'll get a Guy Santos who just is sort of like, they were just happy and I can dance and all whatever. And there are guys who will get in where they fit in and everything. But, I mean, go up and down the roster. I'm not trying to call anyone out. Does Pat Spencer think he's better than he is?
I got you, man.
Does DeAnthony Melton think he's better than he is?
It's like a prerequisite to get to this level, man.
Right. Like Steph Curry, I guess not, because he's right. Yeah. He is that good. Yeah. But I don't know, man.
Well, you know what? Because you guys have all been honest, so I'll play this last card for the pods because I'm rooting for the kid. And I am now definitely in the camp of this is out of control. I got my own life and problems, but I want to just run this by you all since we're having the discussion and I brought it up. Okay, so he's at the pods at the Valkyrie games. Their first inception, their first year, and he's the guy from the Warriors living his life, doing what he deserves to be able to do in public. And I just wonder, him being, it's center court, and do you think somehow the fans or Warrior fans looked at that like, who does he think he is? And I'm grasping at straws, but I'm just trying to really reflect and think back of where it could have really flipped on this kid. And I'm wondering, I'm asking you guys, do you think that might have came off as bravado or I'm the dude? And it could be ludicrous, but it's just a thought I just had sitting here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bravado or I'm the dude, but it's just being out there, out and about, and maybe some fans want him to be in the lab or in the gym. I don't know.
Yeah, but by all accounts, he lives in the gym when he's not out and about.
He does it right. Yeah, he does it right.
Right.
But, yeah, people want him to kind of tuck it away. Hey, I don't want you guys to leave without me asking you this.
Well, there's only one of us you got to worry about.
Well, I couldn't tell when you guys were on the air up there, to what level were you able to lock in on what Steve Kerr was saying when he stopped by and spoke to the assembled crowd?
Zero.
So Steiny,
and zero for me too, Will. Okay. We couldn't hear.
So this is why I wanted to bring this up today. Steiny, remember last week when you sort of joked that you might want to apologize to Steve Kerr about joking with him, congratulating him on clinching the play-in?
Yeah.
Okay. Steve grabs the mic today and looks at me and goes, so, I know you were joking last week when you told me, congrats on the play-in. And I went, yo,
wow,
blow the whistle, Steve.
Oh.
That was not me. That was that man.
That was a stupid question, Steiny.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So
wow, Will.
I'm like, make sure we get it right, because Steiny, it was the first thing he brought up when he got the mic. Because last week when you said it, I'm like, you don't need to apologize. Steve's good. And he was like waiting to talk about it today.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, maybe you did get to him.
So we're up in the booth, and I could see you pointing to us.
I'm like, that guy, that man.
I heard
right
something
there
about Steiny, and so we're waving. And
that's what it was.
We had no idea.
He wasn't saying hi, Steiny.
Right.
He was going, oh, right. It was Steiny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I just want to make sure this is all out in the open.
Couple things. First of all, this is example 1A where the media doesn't get it. Like, they think they're so important that Steve Kerr can tell everybody apart, and Draymond Green knows who this guy is and that guy is. They don't know, and they don't care.
No, he did, because actually, he said,
you and I look alike, Mark.
No, he said one thing to me. I don't think they remember who's asking, but he knew who you were. I'm like, that's Steiny. He goes, oh, that's right, it's Steiny. Okay. By the way, this is kind of funny. This caught me off guard. Before the mic went hot, Steve walks into the room. Guru's already knocking free throws down. Everybody has to stop what they're doing. First thing he does, he walks over to me. He goes, we're on today for 5 o'clock?
That is awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. I hadn't even said anything to him yet. Which I thought was funny because, yeah, Steve, we're good. Like, you can call the show whenever the hell you want, man.
And he's in a better mood than he's been in a long last 2 months, I bet.
Damn right, it was a good day.
Ice Cube.
Yeah. All right.
So.
We'll be listening.
I bet you will.
Yeah. So Steve Kerr coming up at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, yeah.
On 95.7 The Game. Don't congratulate him for the play-in. Congratulate him for, Steph Curry coming back in new life.
You should play knockout next year, Steiny.
We'll see. Yeah. We're not there yet.
All
right.
Good job, guys.
Yes, Willard and Dibs coming up on the other side on 95.7 The Game.